Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Mark Miller and this is my weekly video update sharing insights and advice about public relations and communications. I didn't have a video last week as I took the week off for the Thanksgiving holiday, so I just want to say I hope you all had a wonderful, safe, happy, and enjoyable Thanksgiving. And whether you're still on vacation or back in the office, thank you for joining me today. And as always, if you have any questions or would like to learn more about my services, you can visit markmillerpr.com. So today I'm going to briefly address how to deal with misinformation. So misinformation comes in many styles, and it's present in the digital media platforms, social media, as well as traditional media with television, newspapers, radio. It can really crop up anywhere. You don't know where misinformation is going to come from, and often it comes at the worst time. It can come while you're already in the midst of a crisis and you're trying to share very important information with your audience, and then in comes some other person or entity sharing information that's completely false, derailing what you're trying to do and communicating accurate and credible information with your audience. So what do we do? Well, I'll give you 3 quick steps today that are good to think about if you find yourself in this situation. First, admit any part of the misinformation that might be correct. In other words, go ugly early. Is there some embarrassing information or some wrongdoing on the part of your organization? Go ahead and get that out there and then address the parts of the misinformation that are not true. If you don't own up to the parts that are true, your response can look like an overall cover-up. And then when people later say, well, this part of what you were referring to as misinformation turned out to be true, what else might be true? Don't let people ask, especially your audience, don't let them ask that question. Go ugly early, put out the information that's true as any part of the misinformation, and then go forward sharing the correct and credible information for the rest of the story. So that brings me to number 2. Set the record straight. And you do that by setting it straight with clear, credible, and when possible, sourced information. So you're not setting the record straight with opinions or a different perspective. You're setting the record straight by saying, here are the clear facts that I can back up with sources and evidence. So you're going forward with that in a very confident and fact-oriented method. And third, lastly, never, ever share the misinformation. Your audience doesn't need a point of reference. I've been in several organizations where the gut reaction is to share whatever article, meme, photograph isn't true and say, we found this and it's untrue. Well, I get the reasoning, but what you don't want to do is share your platform with those engaging in misinformation. You don't want to lend them further credibility and give them more visibility. So you don't ever want to directly address the misinformation. You can say generic things like, we've seen other reports out there, but the fact of the matter is, and then fill in the blank there with your accurate information. You can also tell your audience where to find the most up-to-date accurate information. That's what they want, right? So whether that's on one of your platforms or a partner agency, a nonprofit, a government platform, whatever it may be, make sure to give your audience the information of here's where you find the most accurate and up-to-date information, so you're steering them in the correct direction without even mentioning whoever it was that provided the misinformation. So to recap real quickly, we want to admit any part of the misinformation that's true. We want to set the record straight with accurate, credible information, sourced when possible. And third, we never want to share the misinformation. We want to send people to the right place to find the most accurate and newest information as it becomes available. So that's all I've got for today. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next week. And as always, you know how to reach me with any of your questions at markmillerpr.com. Thanks so much.